Hello student, my name is Jatin Ramanandi. Today we start syllabus of BSc semester 5 mathematics. Subject name is a mathematical analysis 1 and abstract algebra 1. Subject code is a 05A. In this subject there are 5 different units. Unit 1 is matrix space. Unit 2 is an Riemann integral, and Unit 3. In Unit 3 there are 2 parts. First one is an Riemann integral, second one is an abstract algebra. Unit 4 is an subgroup and symmetric group. Unit 5 is an isomorphism and other properties. Today we start Unit 3, second part, abstract algebra is known as a group theory. Before we start abstract algebra, first we recall set of number. The first set is the set of all natural number. It is denoted by n. n is equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on. All natural number including in set n. Next set is the set of all integer number, and it is denoted by z. z is equal to minus integer number, 0, positive integer number, all integer number are included in z. Next set is the q, the set of all rational number. It is denoted by q, and q is equal to p divided q type element, where p belongs to z and q belongs to natural number. Natural number, integer number, all number are included in rational number. Next set is q plus, the set of all positive rational number. It is denoted by q plus, and q plus is equal to which type of element? P divided q, where p and q belongs to natural number. Next set is q0, the set of all non-zero rational number. q0 is equal to p divided q, where p does not equal to 0 and p belongs to z and q belongs to the n. This type of element are included in q0, and the set is name is a non-zero rational number. Next set is the set of real number. It is denoted by r. In set, natural number, integer number, rational number, all number are included in r. Therefore, n subset of z, z subset of q, and q subset of r. This set is denoted by r. Next set is the set of all positive real number. It is denoted by r plus. Next set is the set of all non-zero real number. It is denoted by r0. Next set, the set of all complex number. The set of all complex number. It is denoted by c. Then c is equal to a plus ib. This is complex number where a and b belongs to real number. It means that a and b are real number, where I square is equal to minus 1. This set is called the set of complex number. Now start Unit 3, second part, abstract algebra, as known as a group theory. First topic is a binary operation. What is a binary operation? First, define the definition of a binary operation. Let A be any non-empty set. It means that set A is any non-empty set, and the mapping star then A cross A to A is called a binary operation on set A. It means that star is an binary operation on set A. If any two elements from this set apply the binary operation star and answer in giving to the set A, then star is an binary operation on set A. For example, for every mn belongs to natural number n, it means that any two element m and n belongs to n, then m plus n also belongs to n. Therefore, plus is an binary operation on natural number n. It means that this plus is an binary operation on natural number n. Second example, 2, 3 belongs to natural number n, and 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. We know that 5 also belongs to natural number. Therefore, this plus is an binary operation on n. Okay, student, what is called the binary operation? Now to show the table of binary operation and the number of set, which binary operation are defined on set or not defined on set. It means that binary operations are on set or not in set. The binary operation, first binary operation is a addition, second one is a subtraction, third one is a multiplication, fourth one is a division. And the set are the set of natural number, the set of integer number, the set of rational number, the set of real number, and the set of complex number. First binary operation is a addition. Addition is a binary operation on set natural number. Yes, we know that. We saw example 2, 3 belongs to n, and 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. 5 also belongs to natural number. Therefore, addition is a binary operation on n. So, this addition is a binary operation on natural number. Next binary operation is a subtraction. Subtraction is a binary operation on n. It means that natural number. No, subtraction is a not binary operation on n. Why? 2, 3 belongs to n, but 2 minus 3 is equal to minus 1, and minus 1 does not belongs to n. So, subtraction is a not binary operation on n. Next binary operation is an multiplication. Multiplication is a binary operation on n. Yes, multiplication is a binary operation on n, because 2, 3 belongs to n, and 2 multiply 3 is equal to 6, and 6 is also belongs to natural number. Therefore, multiplication is a binary operation on n. Next binary operation is a division. Division is a binary operation on natural number? No, division is a not binary operation on natural number. Why? 2, 3 belongs to n, but 2 divides 3 does not belongs to n. So, division is a not binary operation on n. Next set is an integer number. It means that z. And first binary operation is a addition. Addition is a binary operation on z. Yes, addition is a binary operation on z. Why? 2 element belongs to z, and apply the binary operation, answer also in z. So, addition is a binary operation on z. Also, subtraction is a binary operation on z. Multiplication is also binary operation on z, but division is not binary operation on z, because any two elements from z, for example 2, 3 belongs to z, but 2 divide 3 does not belongs to z. So, division is not binary operation on z. Next set is an rational number, q. Addition is a binary operation? Yes. Subtraction is a binary operation on q? Yes. Multiplication is a binary operation on q? Yes. Division are also binary operation on q, because any two elements from q, 2 and 3 belongs to q, and also 2 divide 3 belongs to q. So, division is a binary operation on q. Next one is the set of real number r. Addition is a binary operation on r? Yes. Subtraction is a binary operation on r? Yes. Multiplication is a binary operation on r? Yes. Division are also binary operation on r. Next set was the set of complex number, c. Addition is a binary operation on c? Yes. 2 elements from c, apply the binary operation, answer also the complex number. So addition is a binary operation on C. Also subtraction is a binary operation on C. Multiplication are also binary operation on C. And division are also binary operation on complex number C. Next definition of a commutative binary operation. We know that what is called the binary operation. Now we saw that commutative binary operation. First we define the commutative binary operation. A binary operation start on set A. It means that star is a binary operation on set A. Is said to be commutative binary operation. A binary operation star on set A is said to be commutative binary operation if A star B is equal to B star A, where every AB belongs to set A. These conditions are satisfied for binary operation star, then star is an commutative binary operation. What is the definition? A binary operation star on set A is said to be commutative binary operation if A star B is equal to B star A, where every AB belongs to A. Therefore, star is a binary operation on star is a commutative binary operation on set A. For example, 2, 3 belongs to Z. 2 and 3, 2 element belongs to integer number. Then 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. We know that 5 belongs to Z. 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. We know that 5 also belongs to Z. Therefore, 2 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 2. It means that plus is an commutative binary operation. BO is an binary operation of short form. It means that plus is an commutative binary operation on Z. Next definition is an associative binary operation. A binary operation star on set A. Binary operation star on set A is said to be associative binary operation. A binary operation star on set A is said to be associative binary operation if A star B star C is equal to A star B star C. If these conditions are satisfied, then star is an associative binary operation on set A, where every ABC belongs to the set A. Okay? A binary operation star on set A is said to be associative binary operation if A star B star C is equal to A star B star C, where every ABC belongs to set A. Then star is an associative binary operation on set A. For example, let star is a binary operation on natural number. Star is a binary operation on natural number. And AB belongs to N. Two elements A and B belongs to natural number N. And A star B, A binary operation star B is equal to A raised to B is equal to A raised to B. If apply A star B, then we can write A raised to B. Let three elements 1, 2 and 3 belongs to natural number. We prove that a star is an associative binary operation on N. So, to prove 1 star 2 star 3 is equal to 1 star 2 star 3, both are same. Then left hand side, we prove that first left hand side and second right hand side. First, to prove left hand side, 1 star 2 star 3 is our left hand side. We know that A star B is equal to A raised to B. So 1 star 2 is equal to 1 raised to 2 and star 3 as it is. 1 raised to 2 is equal to 1 and star 3 as it is. Now to 1 star 3 is equal to 1 raised to 3 and 1 raised to 3 is equal to 1. Therefore left hand side is equal to 1. Now to prove right hand side. Right hand side is a 1 star 2 star 3 and 1 as it is. 2 star 3 means that 2 raised to 3 and 2 raised to 3 is equal to 8, therefore is equal to 1 star 8 and 1 star 8 is equal to 1 raised to 8 and 1 raised to 8 is equal to 1, therefore right hand side is equal to 1. Left hand side and right hand side both is equal to 1, therefore left hand side is equal to right hand side and therefore the star is an associative binary operation on n. Therefore the star is an associative binary operation on n. Next definition is an identity element. Let star be an binary operation on non-empty set A. Star is an binary operation on set A. An element E belongs to A. An element E belongs to A is said to be the identity element of set A. A element E belongs to A is said to be identity element of set A if A star E. Element A belongs to also an A, E belongs to an A, and apply the binary operation star, and answer will be given our element A. Also, E star A is equal to A, then E is called the identity element of A. Okay? What is the definition? Let star be an binary operation on non-empty set A. An element E belongs to A is said to be the identity element of A if any element from A apply binary operation star and element E is equal to A or E star A is equal to A, then E is an identity element. E is an identity element for set A. 0 and 0 is an identity element for addition and subtraction binary operation. Because any element add 0, answer is our element. Any element subtraction 0, answer is our element. So 0 is an identity element for subtraction and addition binary operation. Also same as 1 is an identity element for multiplication and division binary operation. Next definition of an inverse element. Let E be the identity element. Let E be the identity element for a binary operation star. It means that E is an identity element for binary operation star on set A. E be the identity element for a binary operation star on set A. If for A belongs to A, if for A belongs to A, then there exists, if for A belongs to A, then there exists B belongs to A such that A star B is equal to E or B star A is equal to E. It means that B is an inverse element of A. Then A is then called the invertible element. A is called invertible element or non-singular element, and B is called the inverse of A. B is called the inverse of A because A star B is equal to identity. It means that B is an inverse of A. Then B is called the inverse of A, and we can write A inverse is equal to B. It means that B is an inverse of A. Next to theorem, first theorem of our topic. Theorem statement is prove that identity element is unique. Prove that identity element is unique if it exists for binary operation star on set A. What will prove that the identity element is unique for binary operation star on set A. Now to prove that, let star be an binary operation on set A. Star is an binary operation on set A. We have to prove that the identity element is unique for binary operation on star on set A. Suppose E and E dash. Suppose E and E dash are two identity elements. Suppose E and E dash are two identity elements for binary operation star on set A. It means that E and E dash are two identity elements of binary operation star on set A. We have to prove that the identity element is a unique. But we suppose E and E dash are two identity elements for binary operation star on set. Since E is an identity for star, first E is an identity for star, then E star E dash is equal to E dash. Why? E is an identity on apply on binary operation star and E dash is the element of A. Therefore, E star E dash is equal to E dash. Equation number 1, where every E dash belongs to A. Now, second one, since E dash is an identity for star, E dash is an identity for star, then E star E dash is equal to E, where every E belongs to A, and E dash is an identity for star. Therefore, E star E dash is equal to E. Equation number 2. From 1 and 2, E star E dash is equal to E dash, E star E dash is equal to E. Therefore, from 1 and 2, E is equal to E dash, and E and E dash both are identity element. We suppose E and E dash are identity element for binary operation star on set A. But E is equal to E dash. Hence, we prove that the identity element for binary operation star is unique. We prove that the identity element for binary operation star is unique. Next theorem of statement, let star be an associative binary operation. Let star be an associative binary operation and E be the identity element. Star be an associative binary operation and E be the identity element of set A. Star is the associative binary operation on set A and E be the identity element. Then a given element A belongs to A. Then a given element A belongs to A can have at most one inverse. Can have at most one inverse. It means that unique inverse. What is the statement? Let star be an associative binary operation and E be the identity element of set A. Star is the associative binary operation, E is an identity element, and the given element A belongs to A can have at most one inverse. Can have at most one inverse. It means that element A has a unique inverse. Prove that. Let A belongs to A. Let A belongs to A be an invertible element in A. It means that it is non-singular element, and we prove that we can prove A can have at most one inverse. It means that a unique inverse. Now, suppose B and B dash. Suppose B and B dash are two inverse. Are two inverse of A. Are two inverse of A. Then B star A. B is an inverse of A. Then answer is an identity. Also, A star B is equal to identity. Equation number 1. Next, B dash is also inverse of A. Then B dash star A is equal to E, or A star B dash is equal to E. Equation number 2. Because B and B dash are inverse of A, we suppose. Equation number 1 and 2. Now, B, element B is equal to B star E. Also, we can write Y is an identity element. then B star E. Answer is also B. Then B is equal to B star. Right? E is an identity element. Is equal to B star as it is, and E is equal to, from equation number 2, A star Bj. A star Bj is equal to also is, so E is equal to A star Bj from equation number 2. Is equal to, star is an associative binary operation in our statement. Therefore, B star A star Bj star is an associative binary operation. And B star A is equal to, from equation 1, B star A is equal to identity. Therefore, E star Bj. We know that E is an identity for binary operation star. E is an identity for binary operation star. Therefore, E star Bj is equal to Bj. B is equal to Bj. It means that B is equal to Bj. And B and Bj are, we suppose that B and Bj are inverse of A. We suppose that B and Bj are inverse of A. But both are equal. Therefore, hence we prove the inverse of an element is unique. Hence prove the inverse of an element is unique. It means that at most one inverse of an element.